give you some insights and give you some ideas and tactics for ways that you might be able to solve for some of these problems. Hi everyone, I'm Shannon Lee, the Director of Coaching at Win Without Pitching. It is great to be back with you, answering another Ask Me Anything question. Today's question comes from Tammy Martin. Let's hear what Tammy has to say.
Hey Blair, one of the things I was curious about, since you have a 50,000 foot view into the agency industry, is what other smart agency owners are doing to be useful or indispensable right now, or even an example of agency owners that have pivoted into other revenue streams during a time like this. We have been through like the 2008 recession, so perhaps there's some examples from that. But yeah, it would be great to hear sort of what some other clever ways to pivot are to stay current, stay useful, and indispensable at a time like this. Looking forward to your response.
Great question. Thank you so much, Tammy. These are definitely interesting days. Dealing with this pandemic, new ways to work, in some cases really challenging times for many businesses out there. I will say we're hearing a lot of really good news stories as well, though. A lot of our agencies that are really surviving and thriving. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I think that what I'm hearing in your question, Tammy, is clever ways to help, clever ways to maybe pivot and look at what else you can offer to be helpful out there. This is a key word for me, finding ways to help, especially during times like this when your clients are up against some real challenges as well with their businesses. You want to be doing everything you can to be helpful, to have their back, to get creative with how you might be able to help. So one thing that I'm seeing quite a few agency owners do with some really good results, actually, especially now that we've kind of been many weeks into this pandemic and some of these ideas have been kind of road tested. We're seeing some of the results. I have several clients who are sending out an email offering up a half an hour or 60-minute free consultation. And they send an email out to either their entire list or maybe a handful of people with a Calendly link right there in the email, only offering up a couple of times a week, only as much as they can really sustain so that it doesn't overwhelm them. And just offering, hey, if you've got a challenge you're up against, something you'd like some fresh perspective on, we are happy to give you 30 minutes of our time to hear more about it and give you some insights and give you some ideas and tactics for ways that you might be able to solve for some of these problems. It's a great way to see how we think and how we work, and you might find that you need our help more and want to enter into some sort of an engagement, or you might find that 30-minute or 60-minute consult was enough. It gave you some ideas. You can be off and running to try and do some things to keep your business moving forward during these challenging days. And at the very least, you're going to know us better down the road for when things normalize or get back to a place where we're operating with a little bit more confidence. And so that's one of the many things I'm hearing clients do. I think the other thing to think about is this is a time for you to be communicating. You want to be developing great thought leadership, insightful thought leadership, doing webinars, conducting any sorts of research studies to show you have your finger on the pulse. You want to be putting a lot of great content out there that really shows you're the expert, you know what's going on, you have your finger on the pulse, sharing ideas in that format to help as well. And then I think the other thing that clients are doing with really good success is getting creative with pricing and really being open to looking at new ways that you can engage with clients without even maybe having to make a pivot in your positioning. I think you have to be careful about pivoting your positioning during times like this. I wouldn't want it to be reactionary just to try and bring business in the door. So I'll save that for maybe another Ask Me Anything call. What I'm talking about with pricing creativity is maybe even just open an hourly job to just get some money exchanging hands if they can't afford the great big initiative or even a smaller initiative at this point. Just opening an hourly job to get money exchanging hands, to get information flowing, to get some value going for that client that they see and recognize as helpful might allow them some confidence to kind of open the purse strings up differently. Certainly you can be negotiating on terms as well, help them spread payments out over time if that would be helpful to them. So I think it's just honest conversations with your clients and prospects to really see what's going on for them and really figure out how you might be able to help. I hope this was helpful, Tammy. Thank you so much for taking the time to ask a question. And for the rest of you, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can go to winwithoutpitching.com/AMA, ask me anything. You can ask a question, hit the notification bell so that when a new answer is posted, you can see that in your inbox and hopefully soak up some of the knowledge we're offering. All right, everybody, take care out there. Cheers.